Jake Paul versus Mike Tyson is reportedly struggling to sell tickets at the Atantity Stadium. Event promoters slashed tickets prices by half to attempt to garner more attention. Brendan Schaub suggested the pair add a bare-knuckle rule to help sell tickets. Looks like ticket sales are struggling for Mike Tyson versus Jake Paul. I think it has to do with going on a Friday night, which will also probably hurt week of walk-up sales.
Alright, you guys, there's no way this is serious. Jake Paul is selling a $2 million ticket for him and Mike Tyson. Maybe if this was like Prime Tyson or something, I would understand. But there's no way I'm watching a rich kid get paid to fight a dinosaur. Ain't no way. All due respect to Tyson, I think he's going to perform good in the fight. I just feel like he's almost 60 years old. I think if Tyson wins, he's got to get him out of there in like 4 or 5 rounds. But if Jake wins, it's going to be...
The boxing world has seen its fair share of exciting, unexpected matchups over the years. But one of the most talked about yet controversial fights in recent memory is between YouTube personality and part-time boxer Jake Paul and legendary heavyweight Mike Tyson. Both fighters have significant public profiles for very different reasons. Jake Paul, known for his brash persona and online antics, has dabbled in boxing, with his journey attracting both fans and critics. Mike Tyson, on the other hand, is a legend in the world of boxing, a former heavyweight champion whose fierce fighting style and powerful knockouts made him a household name for decades. Despite the strong personalities involved, ticket sales for this fight aren't doing as well as expected, which has sparked curiosity and questions among fans and analysts alike. Many anticipated that a fight like this, bringing together a modern social media sensation and a boxing icon, would lead to massive ticket sales and sell-out stadiums. Yet ticket sales seem to be surprisingly slow, leaving organizers, fighters, and fans puzzled. While there is plenty of interest in the fight from a media perspective, the ticket numbers are telling a different story. Could it be that fans are skeptical of Jake Paul's commitment to facing a fighter as experienced and intense as Mike Tyson? Or are they worried about Tyson's ability to keep up with a younger, more active Jake Paul?
You're asking the wrong guy. I'm a hardcore boxing fan. He's one of my heroes. I find it very sad. But it's a big event. I understand people are going to watch it. And it's entertainment, I guess. But for someone that idolised the guy growing up, yeah, not the best day.
Do you think Jake Paul gets any credibility if he beats Mike Tyson?
He's 58 years old.
They may say the same thing about Pacquiao.
What are you talking about? Pacquiao fought, what, a couple of years ago. He's been fighting in exhibitions. He's the 8 division.
This fight has all the elements of a spectacle, but lacks the energy typically seen in a major boxing event. In this deep dive, we'll explore every angle of why ticket sales are struggling, starting with fan skepticism about the match itself, Tyson's unexpected promotional efforts, concerns over stadium attendance, and more. Initially, Jake Paul and Mike Tyson likely imagined that their combined star power would be more than enough to sell out the venue. After all, Tyson is a boxing legend who drew enormous crowds in his prime, and Jake Paul has millions of followers who have supported his transition into the boxing world. However, despite their fame, the interest isn't quite as high as expected, and one reason may be that fans simply aren't convinced Jake will go through with it. Many fans view Jake Paul as a skilled promoter, someone who knows how to stir up attention and create buzz. But there's a flip side to this. Some fans also question Jake's true commitment to boxing. Could he be hyping the fight without real intention to follow through? People wonder if Jake Paul is genuinely ready to face an opponent like Mike Tyson, even at Tyson's current age. Tyson's legacy as one of the hardest hitting fighters in boxing history still lingers, and Jake's relatively new experience in the sport makes him seem outmatched. This has led to a popular belief among some fans that Jake might pull out of the fight last minute due to nerves or fear of injury.
What has happened to Mike Tyson? A week and a half from the Jake Paul fight, and look at the size of him. Always been in good shape throughout his career, but 58 years old. Geezer's cut from stone. I mean, that is not normal. I think it's safe to say he's had a little bit of help. Don't quote me on that. For a guy who was battling illnesses and sciatica to then go and look like that, he was in shape back in the day. It's not a surprise. He's 20-something there. He's the king of the world. I get that Mike Tyson is not a normal 58-year-old, but seriously? Much as I'd love to be like, Jake Paul's in trouble, look at the shape he's in, he's just not. I want Mike Tyson to go and chin him, but it's just not going to happen. There's a reason that 27-year-olds don't fight 58-year-olds, no matter how good or bad either of them.
There's a perception that Jake might might be talking a big game without fully committing to facing a seasoned legend. For many fans, this doubt alone is enough to make them hesitant to buy tickets. Why invest money in an event if they're not sure it will even happen? This skepticism is impacting the way fans perceive the fight, casting a shadow over ticket sales and enthusiasm. On the other hand, Mike Tyson might have also underestimated his role in promoting the fight. Tyson likely assumed that given Jake Paul's following, he wouldn't have to carry the promotional weight himself. Traditionally, a fight involving a celebrity like Jake would require heavy promotion on his end, making him the A-side in terms of selling the event to fans. Tyson, who spent decades drawing crowds purely on his name, might have expected that he could step back slightly and let Jake handle the bulk of the promotion. However, the opposite seems to be true. With ticket sales moving slower than expected, Tyson has had to increase his promotional efforts. From interviews to public appearances, he's been trying to boost interest and bring fans in, showing a side of him that we don't usually see, working hard to sell a fight rather than just showing up. This unexpected role reversal is a surprising turn for a boxer of Tyson's caliber who might have hoped that his return would be enough to sell tickets on its own.
I'm going straight through him. Woo! He won't have to wait. He don't have to find me. All the running I'm gonna do is right at him. He ain't got to worry about finding me.
Worried about fighting.
Well, the world will be watching.
One of the main indicators of this fight's struggles is the ongoing concern that it may not even fill the stadium. This is significant because both fighters probably assumed that their combined star power would guarantee a packed venue. Yet reports indicate that ticket sales have been disappointing, raising questions about whether the stadium will even be half full. This is troubling not only for the fighters, but also for the event organizers who planned for a major crowd. The possibility of an underwhelming turnout is a real concern. It's rare for a high-profile fight, especially one involving Mike Tyson, to struggle to sell tickets. If the stadium ends up with empty seats, it could be a disappointing sight for Tyson, Jake Paul, and fans watching at home. For Tyson, a partially empty stadium would be especially hard to swallow given his history of filling arenas with excited fans. He probably didn't expect his return to boxing to face this kind of struggle. If ticket sales remain low, it could reflect fans' lack of confidence in the event, whether due to doubts about Jake Paul's intentions or simply a mismatch in expectations. This would mark a major letdown for both fighters, as the excitement they anticipated may not translate into packed seats on fight night. Another factor that could be affecting ticket sales is the timing of the event. The fight is scheduled for a Friday night, which isn't ideal for many fans. Weekend events, especially Saturday nights, tend to attract larger crowds because people generally have more flexibility with their schedules. For a Friday night fight, fans may be concerned about taking time off work or rearranging their schedules just to attend.
Well, I mean, as of right now, for what he's doing, it's good for what he's doing. But once he fights a real fighter, it's going.
The decision to hold the fight on a Friday could be playing a bigger role in ticket sales than initially thought. In contrast, if the fight were on a Saturday, it might be easier for fans to make travel plans, stay out late, or even turn the event into a weekend experience. This is something that promoters may not have fully considered when setting the date, but it's having a noticeable impact on fan turnout. On top of timing and skepticism, another reason fans might be hesitant to buy tickets is the lingering uncertainty around Mike Tyson's health. Tyson is now in his mid-50s, and while he stayed in great shape, boxing is a physically demanding sport. Rumors have circulated that Tyson may need to pass a health check before the fight, which adds a level of unpredictability to the event. Fans know that if Tyson doesn't pass a pre-fight medical examination, the fight could be canceled at the last minute. This fear is particularly valid because Tyson has faced health scares in the past, and the idea of him boxing at his age raises concerns. Fans are cautious, not wanting to buy tickets only for the fight to be called off last minute if doctors determine that Tyson's health isn't up to par. This situation adds an extra layer of doubt for potential attendees who may not want to take the risk.
Excellent! Nice left hook! Up, up.
We're done. The job is over. We're done. 4, 3, 2, 1, and time! Oh! Oh, great work. That's good. Another beautiful fight. All rounds. All rounds.
honestly, I wasn't expecting anything coming in here today, but you exceeded whatever, bro. Like, you look really good.
A medical cancellation would be disappointing for everyone involved, especially for fans who have already invested in tickets, travel, and accommodations. This uncertainty around Tyson's health and the potential for a last-minute change is a powerful reason for many fans to hold off on buying tickets until they know for certain the fight is happening. The boxing world has seen its share of last-minute cancellations and changes, so fans are naturally cautious. From injuries to sudden withdrawals, it's not uncommon for fights to change unexpectedly, leaving fans disappointed. This history has built a layer of mistrust among fans, who are now more hesitant to commit financially until they have full confidence that the fight will proceed as planned. This caution is understandable, especially when it involves an older fighter like Tyson, whose health might be a concern in a high-stakes, physically intense environment. Despite the doubts and logistical challenges, Mike Tyson has been preparing as if this fight is the most important of his life. Known for his aggressive training style, Tyson has been working intensely to get ready, almost as though he's preparing for a title fight. Even at his age, Tyson's dedication to training shows just how seriously he's taking this event, regardless of ticket sales.
Movement's great, agility is great.
13, 14, breathe.
Conditioning is amazing, power is unbelievable.
Nice one.
That was the best we've seen him yet. It's gonna be a rough night.
Tyson has adopted a rigorous training regimen that reflects his well-known warrior mentality. Videos and updates from his training camp show him going through intense workouts, sparring sessions, and cardio routines designed to get him in peak condition. Tyson has repeatedly said that he doesn't view age as a limiting factor and believes he's just as capable of performing now as he was in his prime. His commitment to training sends a message to fans that he's not treating this as a casual exhibition. He's going all out. For some fans, this is reassuring. Tyson's hard work shows he's prepared to give everything he has in the ring, but for others, it raises concerns. They worry that Tyson may be pushing himself too hard, risking potential injuries, or overexerting himself in a way that could be dangerous given his age. This divide in fan perception contributes to the mixed emotion surrounding the fight. While many fans are excited to see Tyson back in the ring, a portion of the fan base is genuinely worried for his safety. Watching an older fighter prepare so intensely can be both thrilling and nerve-wracking. Tyson's fans remember his prime and the devastating power he brought to the ring, but they also recognize that he's no longer the young champion he once was. These concerns add a level of anxiety for fans who fear Tyson could get seriously hurt if he goes too far in his preparation, or if he faces an opponent who doesn't hold back.
I mean, my prediction is like a 4th or 5th round knockout. I know he's going to be savage. I know it's going to be a tough couple of rounds. I know I'm going to have to endure damage and go through some pain. He's one of the baddest men to ever do it, but my boxing skills will outshine his, and I'm going to put him to the canvas.
As much as fans are curious about Tyson's performance, there's also a lot of discussion around Jake Paul and his mindset going into the fight. Jake has been vocal about his confidence, often claiming that he believes he will outbox Tyson and make this fight one of the year's biggest events. But fans are divided on whether Jake's confidence is justified or if he's simply overestimating himself. Many fans believe Jake Paul is in over his head with this fight. Facing someone as iconic and experienced as Mike Tyson, even in his 50s, is not the same as Jake's previous opponents. Jake has built a reputation as a bold and fearless fighter, but he's never faced anyone with Tyson's power or skill set. Some fans feel Jake may be underestimating Tyson's abilities and are questioning whether he truly understands the challenge he's signed up for. To them, Jake's confidence comes off as naive, making them doubt his chances of success. Despite the skepticism, Jake Paul remains unfazed. He has consistently expressed that he's going to win and that this fight will be the biggest of the year. Jake's confidence is a big part of his appeal, and he seems to believe that the doubters will eventually come around once they see the outcome. In his mind, ticket sales and fan criticism aren't concerns because he believes his fans will ultimately show up. This mindset shows how deeply Jake believes lies in his ability to pull off the impossible, even against a legend like Tyson. Jake Paul has also made headlines with his unconventional ticket pricing, including offering a luxury seat for $2 million. This is the first time a boxing ticket has ever been priced this high, and it's raised eyebrows across the industry. But the big question is, are fans willing to pay such a price?
So tell me if you think this is a good deal. For $2 million, you and a +1 can get a private section ringside at the Jake Paul-Mike Tyson fight, in addition to the following: a meet and greet with Jake Paul and Mike Tyson at the official weigh-in, locker room access to hang with both fighters before the fight, in-ring access after the fight, and a photo op, access to the VIP lounge, a 2-night stay at a 5-star.
The $2 million ticket option is a major talking point. This high-priced ticket promises an exclusive luxury experience, but many fans see it as excessive. While Jake and his team likely thought that such a unique offering would create buzz, it may be deterring average fans who feel priced out of the event. The hefty price tag is especially controversial given the fact that this isn't a championship match, but rather an exhibition with a YouTuber and a retired legend. The stadium for the fight has a capacity of 80,000 seats, a massive number for any sporting event. Filling this venue would be a challenge even for a major championship fight, let alone an exhibition match with uncertain interest. The $2 million ticket option, while enticing to high-profile clients, doesn't address the larger issue. Can they fill the stadium with regular fans?
Who do you think's gonna win, Jake Paul or Mike Tyson?
I say Mike Tyson. He's like an actual boxer, and he's like really strong.
Jake Paul. He's in his prime right now, so I say Jake Paul.
Tyson, without a doubt. You bugging about. I got Jake Paul. Round 7. Mike all the way.
I think Jake's gonna win.
Mike Tyson, I love him.
I'm gonna say Jake Paul.
Mike Tyson.
With only days left until the fight, the anticipation and anxiety are both growing. Fans, commentators, and even industry insiders are keeping a close watch on ticket sales and event details, wondering if everything will come together as planned. The fight date is coming up fast, yet ticket sales haven't shown the surge that the fighters might have hoped for. This last-minute lull has created an air of uncertainty. Will the venue fill up, or will they face the embarrassment of empty seats? Whether this event goes down as an epic showdown or a cautionary tale will depend on how fight night unfolds. Fans, analysts, and fighters alike are watching closely, eager to see if this spectacle can live up to the hype or if it will serve as a lesson for future celebrity-driven matches in boxing. If you enjoyed, leave a like and subscribe. More videos are on screen now.